from the past till now is you know, not being, you know, not being on my prayer grind as efficiently as I should.
Okay.
And that has a ripple effect. That's like a wind that drives other tidal waves. You know what I'm saying? You know, when that's off, you know, you make dumb decisions. You know what I'm saying? You say stupid things, and so I would say that's, you know, that's the biggest mistake. That's the biggest mistake of my life, not a mistake that has been made, or I mean, it's a mistake that has been made, but you know, it's a mistake I'm you know, working to correct, and you know,
it's prayer is definitely key. Yeah, it's how we communicate with God. It's how we stay in that constant, you know, union with God. It's really that the access that we have, you know, to God on a regular basis. And prayer is not just, you know, 5 minutes a day on your knees. It's constant. You know, I'm driving down the street, I'm praying to God.
Definitely.
And I think is it Hezekiah? I think, where before he went to the king, like when the king called him. I think I don't know if I'm mixing it up. When he went before the king, the king asked him a question, and even right when he was standing, he prayed to God, and then he answered the king. So prayer is that constant thing. It's not 5 minutes a day, or just before you sleep, or just when you wake up.
No doubt.
It's a constant thing. So personally, for myself, mistakes, I can't, there's nothing glaring as well.
Sure.
But I think there was one time when, you know, being an artist, being a musician, you're going out there, you're telling people do this and doing that, and I wasn't doing those same things myself.
Sure.
That's the, I can't think of a worse place to be in as a person, as a Christian. That's the, to be a hypocrite is the worst thing in the book. I can't think of anything worse than that. And it was at this point I listened to this famous preacher, Paul Washer. I don't know if you've heard of him. And I listened to one of his sermons called, I think it was to a youth group. I forget what it was. It's one of his most popular sermons. And after I heard that sermon, I just lay down in my bed like I had been hit by a truck. I was knocked out, because I needed to hear it. And then I realized there was so many things I was watching on TV, so many places that I was going to that were not right to be as a Christian. I'm going out to shows and witnessing to these people, and that's just, so that's one thing that sticks out in my life, that, you know, I never want to be in that place again. And I remember there was one time I was sort of wrestling with God. I was like, you know, I was trying to make excuses for some of the things I was doing. Like, you know, and that time I was with my boyfriend at that time. And I was like, you know, but God, you know, but I love him, and God was like, more than me. And I remember I was driving at that point, and I just pulled over, and I just cried the whole time, because it was just such a conviction in my heart that we always need to seek the kingdom first, to put God first. Nothing else comes before that. Not yourself, not your family, not your kids. Nothing comes before God. And I think we always need to constantly remind ourselves of that fact. So you guys have any final thoughts you want to throw out to the viewers out there? I know we've said so much today. But any final thoughts you just want to encourage the people listening to?
Yeah, you're not promised tomorrow, so, you know, just keep that in mind, and, you know, get to know your purpose and what you were created for, and you can only find that through God. So, you know, seek him first, and if you don't have a relationship with him, I encourage you to get to, you know, to pray and ask him how to come into your life ASAP.
ASAP. All right, Juma.
I would say, geez, man, yeah. I mean, I would echo Lady Grace's sentiments. You know what I'm saying? Which camera we on? Right here. Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Stop bugging.
Stop bugging. Number one, first and foremost, stop bugging, man. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people bugging out here. The first step to stop bugging is to, you know, get an acquaintance, man, in a solid relationship with Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Get in the church that's, you know, that's real, that's preaching, teaching, you know what I'm saying, the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and be focused on loving God.
That's right.
And, you know what I'm saying, also check out that Juma album after you get the, you know.
Got a website?
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Juma Music. JumaMusic.com. It's the website, or the myspace.com/Juma Music. Got an album out now, Blast Music.
Good
that's
album.
Available.
Oh yeah.
Praise God. Good album. I didn't tell her to say that either.
She was paid.
You can purchase it online over jumamusic.com via PayPal, or you can look me up on Rhapsody, iTunes Music Store, any of your digital download sources, and watch for the new album coming, Lord willing, first quarter 2009, Fall of the Giants.
Okay.
That is
looking forward to that.
The new movement.
All right, Lady Grace, where can you find you online?
DJLadyGrace.com.
That's easy.
Yep. My MySpace page is myspace.com/DJ Lady Grace.
Right.
I will have an iPod, a podcast, I'm sorry, coming out in January 2009.
Okay.
It's called The Virtuous Mix Show,
Okay.
featuring all the ladies of holy hip hop
That's right.
and R&B. It's going to be
right.
like our show.
Yeah.
And so our interview, you know what I mean? So it's giving us a platform.
Okay.
You know, and it's interesting. I still have men submitting me albums.
All right.
But you know, if you are a male out there, Christian rap artist or whatever, and you're talking about a woman's issue, then I will play
We'll
that.
consider you for a price.
You will be considered, but it's for the ladies.
That's funny.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you guys so much for coming through and doing this panel discussion with us. We're gonna get into some more in part 3 later on. So definitely, it's not over yet. But thank you guys so far for all your input.
You're welcome.
I know you've said so much. There's some people who are actually shaking their computers or TV, like, he said that. But at the same time, it's good to get dialogue out there and to talk about these things, because keeping it at the back of your mind doesn't do anybody any good. So to go out there and to talk about it. And feel free, if you want to hit them up on your website and talk about some more of this,
Oh yeah,
I'm sure they'll be more than welcome to entertain it.
my email address, if you guys have any questions, I mean, Juma can share his as well. Mine is djladygrace2000@yahoo.com.
All right.
I'd love to talk with you if you had any questions on anything we said.
Okay.
You can reach me at actually over my website. There's a contact form.
Okay.
So if you go to jumamusic.com, click contact. You can write me a nasty email or a love letter, whatever your preference.
All right.
And
Okay.
like that.
All right, so you guys have been watching The Green Room with Juma and DJ Lady Grace. I'm your host, Aima, and we'll be back with part 3 of this series into some more topics as well. So y'all stay tuned. Check out focuseg.com for all the episodes and all the good stuff. And we'll be back with another great episode. Stay tuned. God bless.